Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS Academy. Today in this session we are going to see current affairs of 1st February 2026. Let's get started. First of all, let us see important topics of the day. First topic, it is about Deputy CM of Maharashtra. So there is one article, it is related to Sunetra sworn as Deputy CM of Maharashtra. There is a very high chance of getting question related to Deputy CM in your prelims. We have to know certain facts. And this topic is important from your polity from GS paper 2. And next topic is olive ridley turtle. In international edition of Hindu, in front page itself, there is one image related to the dead body, that is carcass of olive ridley turtle. And whenever you are getting that kind of images, of course, it is very important to know about that olive ridley turtle from your environment and ecology point of view. And next topic is El Nino may occur after July. Clear picture to emerge after April. This article is talking about one important phenomena which is related to our Indian monsoon, that is El Nino. So this article is saying that this year we may have El Nino. Because of this, it is going to have impact on Indian monsoon. And the clear picture we can get after the end of April. So here we have to say about what is this concept of El Nino and La Nina. And UPSC already asked many times the questions regarding this El Nino and La Nina in your prelims and as well as mains. You have to know this. And this topic is important from GS paper 1 under geography. And next topic is coffee harvest in Karnataka falters as Bengal migrant workers leave for SIR. As you all know that Karnataka and other states in south, it is very famous for tea and as well as coffee, especially Karnataka, Kerala and Assam region is very much famous for this tea gardens. And now here what is the problem here is the coffee is to be harvested by hand picking method. And mostly Bengal migrant workers will be doing this work. And as you all know that, yes, people went to West Bengal because of this special entrance revision. Now there is labor crunch which is faced by this Karnataka and internet is affecting this coffee. So here you may get a question regarding this coffee this year. Last time there was a question regarding turmeric and this time you can expect a question regarding this coffee. Our next topic is why have the new UGC regulations have been stayed. In our yesterday's class, we discussed certain details and let us dive deep into this topic today. Our next topic is between sea and the state. This article is talking about Great Nicobar project and this article is giving huge in-depth insights regarding the concerns of this Great Nicobar project and you can make 5 to 6 points from this article. Our next topic is Priya Trail links B12 intake to long-term health in babies. This article is talking about how can we fight against this vitamin B12 deficiency. UPSC has a tendency to ask vitamins and vitamin-related deficient diseases. Already UPSC asked many times questions related to this area. So here you have to say about vitamin B12. And whenever you are writing any essay on any mains answer related to how can we fight health related problems in tribal areas or rural areas, you can take this example or a case study of Priya Trail. And this topic is very important. And now let us see each and every article in detail and I'll tell you how the questions can be formed in your prelims, mains and as well as interview and how your preparation should be, guys. Please do watch until last so that you will be getting lots of insights. And at last, I will be giving you prelims practice questions on this today's current affairs. Okay, clear? Now let us see this article. This article is talking about Sunetra sworn as Deputy CM of Maharashtra. So here, what are the possible questions? The possible questions will be on, for sure, Deputy CM. And you know that earlier Deputy CM died because of aeroplane crash. You may also get questions related to the aviation sector in our country, how it is performing. And as you all know that India's aviation sector is world third largest sector, but it is facing certain challenges. You have to know challenges and what is the way forward. That is one more area that you can get a question. And this one here is in which state? It is in Maharashtra. So you have to see about bicameralism, unicameralism, whether Maharashtra is having two houses or single house. On that area also UPSC can ask question, and you have to make the list of the states in India which is having two houses. Clear? So these are the three areas that you can focus, so that if at all, if any question which comes in this area, you can be able to answer that question. Okay, now let us see the post of Deputy CM. Which articles? Article 163 and Article 164 deals with appointment of Chief Minister and as well as State COM, States Council of Minister. Article 160 and Article 164. Did they mention about anywhere related to Deputy CM? No. So here you have to remember that there is no specific article which is mentioning the post of Deputy CM. That is very, very important point. And as well as Article 163 says that there shall be Council of Ministers with Chief Minister at the head to aid and advise Governor in the exercise of its function. And Article 164 says CM shall be appointed by Governor and Governor shall appoint other ministers on advice of Chief Minister. That means even Deputy Chief Minister is also appointed by Governor but on aid and advice of Chief Minister. And next one here is, if you see about appointment and removal of Deputy CM, appointment and removal of Deputy CM is entirely on the discretion of Chief Minister. And even Chief Minister can appoint more than one Deputy CM as well. For example, if you take Maharashtra, Maharashtra has 2 Deputy CMs, IAP has 5 Deputy CMs, like that. There is no condition that we have to appoint only one Deputy CM. It may be more. And what about the tenure? Tenure is not fixed. The Chief Minister may reshuffle the portfolio or to remove Deputy CM at any point of the time. That means it is based on the discretion of Chief Minister. And next one is, what are the powers of Deputy CM? They are having the rank which is equivalent to Cabinet Minister in the state. And they have even same pay and allowances as par with this Cabinet Minister. And next one here is, they hold relatively more minor portfolios than compared to that of Chief Minister. And next one here is, Deputy CM does not enjoy any specific financial powers as Cabinet Ministers. And what is significance? Why we need to have this post of Deputy CM? First one here is, we can reduce the incidence of anti-defection because they will act as a bridge between the ruling party and its allies, so that they will try to maintain political stability in the government. And this one here is, it reflects political compulsion, and as well as the better representation of community can happen, and will also enhances public trust in the government. So because of this, we will be having this post. Okay, now let us see the next article. Look at this image. You can see a dead body of olive ridley turtle. You may get a question in this way. Consider the following statements regarding olive ridley turtles, and they'll give you 2 to 3 statements, and they may ask you to identify correct or incorrect. And next one here is, recently we saw olive ridley turtles are facing problems, and even penguin species are facing problems, and other bird species are also facing problems. You have to make the list of animals or like fauna species in the news, and you have to see what is the reason behind why they are in news. You may get a question like this in match the following or pair based questions. On one side they will be giving you the animal names, and on one side they will give you the problem or threat. On one side they will be giving you the area where they were found. So in this way also you may get a match the following pair based question in your prelims, and you have to be very much careful. And one more type of question you can see here or you can get here is assertion reason based question. They may give you assertion related to this olive ridley and the olive ridley things, and in reasoning they may give you the reasons for their problems or threats, and they will ask you to see whether this reasoning is correctly explaining this assertion or not. In that way also you may get a question. Okay, if you see certain facts regarding these olive ridley turtles, they are the smallest and most abundant of all sea turtles. It get its name from olive green coloration of its carapace, that is nothing but shell. It is best known for its unique mass nesting called as Aribada. So what happens in this unique mass nesting is thousands of these female olive ridley turtles, they will come to the shore and they will lay eggs and they'll go back. This mass nesting is called as Aribada, and it is mainly found in the warm waters of Atlantic, Pacific and as well as Indian Ocean region. And especially we can see the largest rookery or nothing but the colony of breeding of the sea turtles in this Odisha's Gahirmata Marine Sanctuary. And if you see the features of these olive ridley turtles, they are omnivorous. That means they will feed on plants and as well as animals. And these turtles, they spend their entire lives in the ocean and they migrate thousands of kilometers between feeding and as well as mating grounds. And if you see the conservation status, in IUCN Red List, they are listed under vulnerable category, and in Wildlife Protection Act, they are listed under Schedule 1, and in the sites, they are listed under Appendix 1. On this conservation status also, you may get a question in your UPSC prelims. Okay, now let us see the next article. Look at the title. El Nino may occur after July. Clear picture to emerge after April. This article is talking about one important phenomena called as El Nino. From last 4 to 5 years, consistently we are having La Nina. And now this year we are going to expect El Nino, but this is not confirmed, and after the month of July we will be getting a clear picture. Okay, now let us see what is this phenomena. To understand this, you have to know certain basics. Okay, what is a monsoon? Monsoon is nothing but seasonal reversal of wind, and because of this reversal of wind, India will be getting rainfall. If you see, India is located somewhere here. Here we have Australia. Here we have South America. Just it is a representation. Don't bother about the shapes here. Okay. So here it is India, Australia, South America. What happens during this monsoon season or monsoon period is we can see low pressure on India. And if you see, this is Pacific Ocean, this is west side and this is East Pacific Ocean, right? So in this West Pacific Ocean also we can see low pressure, and here we have this high pressure across this coast of South America. According to PGF, pressure gradient force, always winds move from high pressure region to low pressure region. So from where the winds will move now? Winds will move from South America towards this Australia, and they bring moisture laden wind so that it may cause rainfall in this region, and even India will be attracting good winds because of good low pressure area. So this is normal condition, and this normal condition is also called as La Nina. Then what happens in this El Nino? I will change the color of pen now. I'll take green color. So here we have the same low pressure over India, and here in this Pacific Ocean the interchanging of pressures happen. Here we have high pressure and here we have low pressure. Then what happens? The winds will start moving in opposite direction. It will move from Australia towards South America, and here we can see rainfall and here we can see droughts. Here high pressure, here low pressure. So here we can attract winds, but less winds or attracting will be weakened. So because of this, what will be the impact on India? India will be getting less rainfall. Because of this, what? El Nino phenomena. Okay, now if you see about El Nino phenomena and how it is going to impact India, here is, first one is India will be getting very less rainfall. So because of this, what happened? We can experience droughts. If you get droughts, what happened? Agriculture failure can happen. And India is good at agriculture exports. That means there might be decreased exports of our agriculture products to other countries. And not only that, crop failure can happen. So because of this crop failure, there may be increased suicides, especially in Maharashtra region, Marathwada region, and other regions are facing this kind of problem because of this shadow region, right? Rain shadow region. And furthermore, this kind of impacts will be seen more. And obviously, India's GDP, especially agriculture, which is contributing to GDP of India, will be decreased, and whatever the water sources which are there in our country like rivers, lakes, they'll be not getting huge water inflow. So because of this drying up of lakes and rivers will be happen. Because of this, it is going to affect our inland waterways and as well as inland fisheries. Why? Because inland fisheries contribute around 82 percentage of our in fisheries, right? So here this huge population will be getting affected, and further it may leads to increased poverty, increased hunger, and overall that will lead to increased burden on our government. So in this way, you have to analyze this topic in almost all dimensions, guys. Clear? This is about this topic, nothing more than that. And say this next article, guys. Look at this. Coffee harvest in Karnataka falters as Bengal migrant workers leave for SIR. So here this article is saying that coffee picking across the parts of Chikmagalur, Kodagu in Karnataka has been slowed down. Especially here you can see this red color, they are the coffee pots. And we have to pick them by using hand picking method. And at the correct time we have to go for picking of that. If you're delaying that picking or if you're picking early, it will be affecting the taste of coffee. In coffee, we have two types. One is Robusta coffee and one is Arabica coffee. And Robusta coffee is high and good quality coffee. So what this article is saying that, especially this Karnataka and this coffee and as this tea gardens, they are dependent on migrant laborers. And these migrant laborers come from this which state? West Bengal. And what is happening in this West Bengal? Special intense division. So because of this special intense division, there is no labor availability in this Karnataka, and it is going to affect our coffee and tea sector. Okay, so here how can you expect a question? You have to see about coffee, like in which areas or in which states in India coffee is produced and types of coffee, and what are the geographical conditions required for the growing of coffee. Okay, that is the thing. And next one here is we have SIR, Special Intense Division. What is this? And from mains point of view, how this Special Intense Division is going to adversely affect society and as well as economy of the country. If you're getting that kind of question, you have to add this. Because of this migrant workers shifted to West Bengal or Bihar for SIR, it is leading to this labor crunch in southern states. It is affecting overall productivity of industries in the southern states or tea gardens or coffee, etc. In that way, you can use this article, guys. And here this article is saying that if harvest is delayed, then what happened? The quality of this coffee will be affected. And what is happening here is there is labor crunch. Labor is not available. If labor is not available, if 2 to 5 labor are there, the demand for this labor will be increased. When the demand for this labor will be increased, obviously what happens? That will leads to increase in labor cost for this owners of coffee gardens, and overall that will leads to increased coffee price in India. Okay, all these things that you have to see, guys. And now let us see the next article. Look at this. Why have the new UGC regulations have been stated? In earlier class, I said about what are these UGC regulations, what are the new UGC equity rules of 2026, right? So now let us see here entirely regarding this topic. So Supreme Court of India stated the implementation of UGC equity regulations, and the full form of this is UGC Promotion of Equity in Higher Education Institutions Regulations 2026. And after once Supreme Court gave the stay on this, Supreme Court said that whatever the previous rules and regulations were there, we are going to continue with this 2012 guidelines itself. And what are the key features? What they said, the first one is special definition, separate definitions. They came up with separate definitions related to caste-based discrimination. Especially they identified SC, ST and OBC. And this one is they said that we need to come up with mandatory infrastructure in institutions. Those are nothing but equal opportunity centers. And this one is we have to appoint equity ambassadors in that centers. And this one here is we need to have mandatory 24-hour response to complaints and 15-day window for completing detailed investigations. And this one here is non-compliant institutions face derecognition, loss of grants, etc. And this one here is the head of institution is directly responsible for ensuring discrimination-free environment. And institution has to provide 24/7 support, okay, to these portals as well. So what are the challenges here? They are saying that the definition is very narrow. And next one here is caste-based discrimination. Now they are saying that SC, ST and OBC. Then what about general category? General category people are excluded under this. So that right to equality, Article 14 is violated here. That is the first important challenge. And this one here is there is lack of safeguards or penalties for false or malicious complaints. So because of this, what happens? Sometimes the misuse can happen. And this one here is Supreme Court noted that the terms like segregation in hostels or mentorship groups were poorly defined. That may leads to arbitrary implementation. And this one here is they omitted ragging. They didn't include ragging in this. And this one here is this is also leads to polarization. That means division of society. That is the thing which mainly said here. So because of this, Supreme Court gave stay on this and said to continue with old guidelines. And now let us see this article, guys. This article is talking about the Great Nicobar project. Okay, we are going to have this Great Nicobar project, and Niti Aayog came up with this project. And in this project, they want to construct one transshipment port, and they want to create a defense hub in this Great Nicobar region, and they want to go for building of one greenfield airport and as well as solar plant in this region. So these are everything comes under this Great Nicobar Island project. Okay, here if you see certain details regarding this project covers around 166 square kilometers, and this area is around 18% of island's total land area. And they want to design it for both commercial and as well as military purpose. They want to come up with transshipment terminal, and it will be very helpful for handling of large container ships. And next one is they want to have an airport which is greenfield airport, and they want to build a township and as well as power plant here. So these are the details here. And here especially these three rows are very important here. So they are saying about why this project is controversial. What are the criticisms? First one here is there is no proper environment impact assessment. First thing. First challenge here is no proper environment impact assessment. And next one here is they have to clear forest area of 130.75 square kilometers. Because of this, we can see large scale of destruction of forest can happen. And next one here is now government has to denotify Biosphere Reserve and Tribal Reserve Galathea Bay. Why? Because this area is very important for nesting of giant leatherback turtle and as well as ancient mariners. Okay, so here what happens? Again one more problem here. And next one here is they said that, and next important problem here is they have to go for dredging of this region and as well as they have to go for building of backwaters. So because of this, what happens? It can drive turtles away permanently in this region. So because of this, environmentalists and conservation activists, they are raising this concern. And as well as they want to build a township and airport, it is going to remove around 9.64 lakh trees. So because of this, what happened? It can also impact one more species, because in this trees there is one animal which is living in this area. that is called as tree shrew and as well as Nicobar megapode. So these animals will going to extinct now if you're going for removal of this 9.64 lakh trees. That is also one concern. And this one here is, if you're going for deforestation, we have to go for compensation of deforestation, right? So here, if we have to go for planting of that 9.64 lakh trees again, in this archipelago, we don't have any space. Government said that we are going for plantation in Haryana region. Haryana region is thousands of kilometers away from this Nicobar region, and if you are going for sampling in a dry and dusty scrub land, it is not ecologically feasible as well. So it is a one important problem which mainly said here. And next one is, if you're going for project here, it will also going to affect around 20,000 coral colonies, and these corals all to be destroyed. So it is also one cause of concern. And next one here is, we have to displace two tribal people, Nicobaris and Shompen. And Shompen is a particularly tribal group. They are largely semi-nomadic, hunting and gatherer society. They are habituated to live in this island interior only. They didn't come to contact to outsiders of the world. So this is also one important problem which mainly said. And if we are sending away out of this area, they don't have proper immunity, so that they can get new diseases and their population will be entirely wiped out. Or else if they are coming out, they have to search for other livelihoods like construction workers, tourists, etc. That will be also leads to a genocide of this people. So these are the different concerns which are raised by this article, and it is such a good article which will be giving you lots of insights regarding concerns of Great Nicobar project. Please make a note of this. Okay. And now let us see the next article. See this case. Priya Trail links B12 intake to long-term health babies. So please make a note here. Priya is nothing but, full form of this Priya is the Pune Rural Intervention in Young Adolescents Trail. The Pune Rural Intervention in Young Adolescents Trail. So here what they did is, they identified that in certain areas of villages, in rural areas, they find that there is B12 deficiency. So here they want to come up with improving of B12 nutrition in women especially. Okay, especially Indian population, particularly vegetarian people, they have deficiency in vitamin B12. And this vitamin B12 is very important for formation of blood cells and also functioning of nerve cells. Okay, and they are mainly seen in this animal derived food. So vitamin B12 important sources liver and as well as animal meat. So if you are completely vegetarian, you will be getting deficiency of B12. If you are getting this B12 deficiency, blood formation, nerve function will not happen at a good pace. And B12 deficiency during this pregnancy also leads to neural tube defects and as well as poor fetal growth. That will going to affect long-term health of the baby as well. So because of this, they came up with this Priya Trail. So what they did here is, they came up with supplementing of adolescents with B12 to see if doing so improved the healthcare outcomes or not. And they, after giving these supplements to the women, especially adolescents and the mothers and who are pregnant, they said that yes, neonatal weight proportions are increasing and even cord blood is also improving. And higher B12 levels surprisingly regulated expression of genes that control DNA methylation process as well. And actually they find that giving this B12 supplements to women, that led to boost population health and as well as human capital development. Okay, and that also led to prevent disabilities in the children in the long term. So that is the thing which mainly said. Just see about this, what is B12, what are the functions of this B12 and what are the source of this B12, and you can add this article as a case study when you are writing your answer related to this. How can we overcome this kind of maternal health related problems, child health related problems, and as well as overall human capital of our country. Okay, now let us see the next thing. So I came up with the practice questions. See this practice questions case. First one is consider the following statements regarding Deputy CM in Indian states. Deputy CM enjoys constitutional authority superior to other ministers except Chief Minister. And next one is the post is more commonly used in coalition governments to balance regional political party interest. Next one here is the Deputy Chief Minister can issue independent orders without consent of Chief Minister. Okay, let me know your answer in the comment box. From tomorrow onwards, I'll read the names of the students who commented in the comment box related to the answers. Okay. And this one here is with reference to the olive ready turtles, consider the following statements. They are the smallest and most abundant species of sea turtles in the world. The largest mass nesting aribada for olive ready turtles in the world is located at Gahir Mata in Odisha, India. They are classified as endangered on IUCN Red List. Please let me know your answer. That's all guys. By this I'm concluding. Thank you so much guys for watching, and please do like this class and share this class. And if you want to start your UPSC preparation, you can take GS Prelims Cum Mains Foundation course from our academy. We are going to start a new batch within 3 to 4 days. And apart from that, we are providing both on online and offline, and the faculty were top notch, and they will teach everything from basics to advanced level, and every day answer writing practice with evaluation, and as well as every Saturday there will be test. And don't miss this opportunity guys, and fee is also very affordable. And if you have any queries, please do contact us on this number 8074765513. And if you want to visit academy, you can come to Ashok Nagar in Hyderabad. And in Ashok Nagar, exactly above Vikas Book Center, second and third floor, we have our academy. And I will be available in the institute from morning to evening. You can come and you can directly talk to me. Thank you so much, guys.